One of the best ways to learn something new is to compare it to something that we already know. So I'm going to use this technique today to help you better understand and remember medical payments coverage on your auto policy or personal injury protection. So some states have the medical payments coverage or MedPay, and some states have the personal injury protection or PIP, and some states still have both. So I'm going to cover both of these coverages just so that no matter what state you're in, you have a better understanding of what's on your policy. So I want you to think of somebody that you know who has your back whether you're right or you're wrong. Okay, this person also loves most of the people that you love. And lastly, this person goes a lot of the places that you go. So if you can think of a person that has those three qualities, I'm going to help them help you remember medical payments coverage and PIP. So this person has your back no matter what, right or wrong. Well, these two coverages are what we call no-fault coverages. This means that whether you're to blame for the accident or it's the other driver's fault, this coverage can kick in. Next, they love most of the people that you love. So there is a definition of an insured on your policy or a family member on your policy, and these are really important to know. What I consider a family member, what you consider a family member, may not be what your contract considers a family member. And contracts vary from company to company, so it doesn't make sense for me to get into that here. That being said, most of the time it's going to be people that you live with, children. So if you have a child that might be away at college, this coverage would also extend to them. And then lastly, it would cover passengers as well in your vehicle. So whether you're carpooling for work, going on a road trip, there will be coverage for those people as well. And then the last part of that was they go a lot of the places that you go. So when we think of auto insurance, we're generally thinking of I'm driving in my car and I get into a crash. But this one extends a little bit further. So this one will cover you if you're entering or exiting the vehicle. So we all know that person, or we are that person that has slammed their hand in a car door. So that's a good example of that. It would cover you if you're the passenger in somebody else's car. It would cover you if you are walking or riding a bike and you're hit by a vehicle. And then it would also cover you in instances where you're on public transportation. So this really does extend and go beyond just your average accident. There is a difference between MedPay and PIP, where your MedPay is going to cover expenses such as doctor's visits, x-rays, ambulance fees, medical costs. Your PIP is going to go one step further than that. So you have survivor's loss in the worst cases. If somebody were to pass away, it would pay a death benefit to a beneficiary. And then it would also cover something called loss of essential services. So there are things that, bills that come up when you're in an accident that you might not normally think of. So for example, if you're not able to take care of your children, childcare expenses, income loss. These are things that you wouldn't normally have to pay for if you weren't in the accident. Then the PIP will kick in for that as well. Now don't fear, if your state only offers MedPay, you do have a lot of coverages such as funeral expense, income loss, accidental death benefit that you can add on to your policy. I'll call it a la carte. And they're generally pretty inexpensive if you look. So it might be worth asking an agent about. Then there is the difference that PIP will have a deductible, whereas MedPay is generally first dollar payout without a deductible. In states that have both though, if your PIP kicks in first, your MedPay can cover that deductible. So this just hopefully gave you a more basic understanding of these coverages and the fact that it goes beyond what a lot of people think when they think medical coverage. So I hope that you have a better understanding, and thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there.